Thank you so much. Mbandiza ku Mariam Naguja, the ladies guide. Omukutu okugenda okubayamba mu byennewulira. Ennewulira kintu kikulu nnyo kubanga affecting other sectors of your life. Depression and loneliness bwe kugenda okuba omulamwa gwaffe throughout this program till bwe tumaliriza kusaawa emu. Nyongera okubeebaza mwebale kuuma biseera. Thank you for being powerful ladies, powerful men who love knowledge and making me your date on Friday. Yes. Ngenda bawa some bit of emotional energy. Bwe muyingira weekend mube nga at least muli you are power itself. Abayizi abasoose abasatu mu class mujja banfunira ngenda okwaga hampers za Valentine's Day. Nze nabagamba ngaba ebirabo ngaba. It's my way of life. So bajja banfunira. In case it's your very first time here, this is Mariam Naguja. I'm a counselor, I'm an author, a psychologist, your love doctor. Guno gwe mukutu kwempitako okubaweereza my services of counseling, of emotional wellness. Era kyojja okusanga kuno. This is an educational platform, nothing else. So ntandika mbagamba era nja kiddangamu era nja kukiddamu buli class gye tunaba tupakinga Friday nja bajjukiza why you need emotional health. Era abali mu classes ezasooka nabagamba nti 5 dimensions of human management or life management. Ebyo byonna ebintu ebitano bye nabagamba singa ekimu kisoba it can compensate for the loss of the other. You must be physically healthy. You must be mentally upright. You must be financially okay and healthy. You must have social relationships. And then lastly, you must be spiritually aligned. A dimension, life management, jenabagambako, jemitendera mwetu ito kusomesa. Era my area of coverage is relationships. Nabagamba iPhone ejesawe meja kala bulungi. Yes. So the social dimension, talking about love relationships, friendships, family, parenting, anything concerned with social in your life is what we talk about. And that is where the ladies guide is situated, in the social dimension. Many other people will cover different things. You'll find you'll find physical experts, working up health, nutrition, all that is part of life. So the secret in life is balancing your life. You must have 20, 20, 20 in each dimension. Don't be with 100 in one and you have 0. Don't be spiritually healthy and then financially on 0. You're empty. Don't be physically too healthy and then socially you're poor. That is the cause of unhappiness in your life. So the social dimension is where we relationships, love relationships, friendships, colleagues, workplace, everything concerned with enkolagana yammwe neyo wenyini kyekyampitibwa okukola era kyenkola kati. So previously which ewedde abataliwo twayogera about friendships and love relationships. When does a friendship turn into a love affair? Oyinza okuba nga mwagalawo oli naye mukwano gwo ng'oli awo weebuzaabuza mwono n'emyaka mwebuzaabuza. So our last week session, which was 29 January 2021, twayogera about friendships and love relationships. When does a relationship turn? When does a friendship turn into a love affair? Abatali last week, you can go to the YouTube channel. Bajja sharing wano video jeri. You can follow through and understand whether your friendship has turned into love. So twabyogerako, that was last week, and abaliwo balaba kyebafunamu. So omulama gw'olwaleero, today is 5th February 2021, olunaku lwakutaano at 5:20 kitwogerako kati. Twogera about relationships with people where they feel even lonely. So the benefits of this course or this session are somebody who is saying, I'm feeling alone, I'm married but I feel I'm alone, I am single but I feel I'm too lonely, I feel nobody loves me this morning, I'm empty, I think I'm not worthy of anyone. Those statements. We are going to learn, when do you tell that you're lonely? What is the true definition of loneliness? What is the true definition of depression? When do you tell that I am depressed, I am lonely? What can you do about it? Is there any solution? What are the symptoms? So in today's class, tugenda kwatutunulira ebyo era mubeerewo. By the end of the session, you will tell whether you are lonely or not. You are married but lonely. You are single but not alone. So we are going to put everything in proper perspective. And I'm sure you're going to benefit out of this session, and your emotional health is going to be at its best. Next week on Sunday, 14th February, Valentine's Day. Lunaku lwa bagalana. Lunaku lwa love. The Ladies Guide, being very passionate on emotional affairs that pertain women, basically, but also men, now are jumping on the board. We take Valentine's Day as a celebration for everyone. Love. The word love, I'll always repeat it. Njaku chiddemu, nti love, si oyagala, ebya love. Man, woman. Love is for your father, your mother, your sister, your friend, your pet, your love for everything. So the celebration of Valentine's Day is beyond abagalana ababi. We shall talk deeply next week about Valentine's and what you should expect out of Valentine. So 14th February, what do we have for you? Last year, we celebrated 13th February, and our theme was emotional happiness, in which I launched this book, The Ladies Guide to Emotional Happiness, nga 13 February 2020, with one launching akatabano. Mukolo, I remember very well, and we celebrated it. So what we have for you this year? We have a theme that I think everyone is going to benefit. Kubanga tugenda ku sparking obajjukiza nti omukwano guli important. Mulekera okubeera nga mutambulira mulamu wa emptiness. Namwirabidde nti the true happiness of life is in the relationships you build, not in the material possessions you accumulate. Bwogamba I am not happy, kitegeeza torelatinze bulungi n'abantu. So our theme this year is giving is love with action. Nchidamu, nchi okugaba, okugaba ekidamu, okugaba, anything is love. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, baby, I love you, baby, I love you, honey, I love you, honey. No giving. That is not love. That is another definition, but it's not love. When we talk about love, we talk about giving. So if you have someone who says, I love you, Nansu Gajina, hey, uli mu class, uli na yogere bigambo, kwagala baby, kwagala ngateli chivayo. Think twice. Mugambe, honey, I think this is another definition. We don't call this love. Are we in a partnership? Are we acquaintances? Are we even friendships? A friend in where you don't benefit, you don't like them. You can't keep a friendship so long. So our Valentine's Day theme this year is giving is love in action. Giving is love in what? In action. So love is not words. Kwagala. Nakayima prescobia. Obukodo tugenda kuguba mu 2021. Era theme najukute moving the message now, and I expect everybody to reciprocate love this Valentine season. So we have prepared gift hampers as Ladies Guide team, where people are going to be exchanging. Kwagala mwekwasende kulina biseera feka tutekemu obudde sina budde munonya kirabo feka tuteremu obudde gw'omugamba honey, yeah, the Ladies Guide is going some gift hampers, please talk to her. Hey, fetulina team wana abantu bagenda kutambuza ebirabo tewetaaga kutambula bwegamba bugambi mutere mutu nakina papa, and it's delivered to your target. Giving is love in action. Love without giving and too many words, that is manipulation. Hey, manipulation. Tetwagala kwerimba. Lekerawo kwerimba. Love is truth. You either love or you're fooling around. But there's nothing like, So my numbers will be shared: 772-756-8310-57, sorry. 0 oba Airtel 0 5 mukaaga 83 10 57. I want us to celebrate Valentine's Day together, and with our theme, giving is love in action. Sheraton Hotel buying a Valentine's package for you. Oba ino mwagalwawo nga wuli ate mwagala kubeera waka weekend, it's a long holiday. Muno mutwale ku Sheraton Hotel. They have different packages. Love Birds weekend, osobola okugenda n'osulayo bulungi nnyo per night ku $162. Nansubuga gye najja kunsharingira okwo packages. Valentine's dinner nayo bagiina. Valentine's brunch. I told you Sheraton Hotel is one of our partners into this love sharing, and we should support them, of course. We should support them. There is Latin Fiesta dance. Mugende kumusineko. Wano nabagamba tewali nako. Mu Ladies Guide tewali maziga. It is celebration every day. So in this same month, which is the month of love, we are doing a lot of things for you people to enjoy. So let's talk about depression and loneliness. Tuogere ku omuntu okubeera mu depression. Kyanditegezeza ki? What does it mean? Kubanga saagala mugambe nti ndi lonely, ndi depressed nga depression tegimanyi. Kubanga ebigambo ebyambamba zino kubanana. Okutegeera ekigambo depression mu common sense, oli alina kikunyumirwa nti owa nga ndaba oli depressed. Oluusi okikozesa na bubi. Munange ndi depressed naye nga si kyekyo. So we are going to look through all this session, the true definition of loneliness, causes of loneliness, signs that you're feeling lonely, how to cope up with loneliness, and how to stop feeling alone in your life. And I'm sure you'll thank me later. So, tutandika bwe tuti. Loneliness. Omuntu okubeera nga ali yekka. Akantu ako. Omuntu nga ali yekka. Otegeera otya nti oli wekka? Just a minute. So, sorry about that. I was making a small communication. Loneliness is a state of mind of solitude and feeling alone. So, omuntu wabeera lonely, ebiseera ebisinga, omuntu wabanga awulira ali yekka, emptiness, and feeling unwanted, nga we hedi amuyitanga ku nsi kuno, ekigambo ekyo, loneliness, eyo feeling eyo, gyetugenda okwogerako. So, people who are lonely crave for human contact. Nkolaganeko n'abantu, nkolagane, tuli mu social dimension abaganda. Naye kifuuka hada okolagana n'abantu oba okola connection nga mindset yo erimu ekigambo I am feeling lonely, otandika okwewala abantu oba okwekweka. Loneliness is a state of mind. Kiva wano we akyeteekamu olw'ensonga ez'enjawulo gyazibalaga. Era bwe tuba tudealinga with the loneliness, tuddayo wano kisanje denati kulikayo, tuddayo wano ku mutwe. So the true definition of loneliness, which you know, I am feeling lonely. You're feeling empty, you're feeling alone, and you're feeling unwanted. That is obvious. So loneliness, being alone, makes you feel sad. That sadness you're feeling put it in car, is what brings that feeling of loneliness. So you feel you need company with people, but they're not there. Okay? Tebali will lose. To jump against loneliness. And it means you can be in a crowd, but lonely. You can have a huge following, but lonely. You can be famous, but lonely. You can be married and very lonely. So ekigambo loneliness, sagala mlowoze ku single. I'm single and lonely. Somebody can be single and not lonely. Somebody can be married but very lonely. So loneliness is a feeling. It's a state of mind. So loneliness doesn't mean that you're single. Singleness doesn't mean that you're lonely. I am single. Tekitegeeza nti ndi lonely. Sinnafuna mubezi naye oyinza obutaba lonely. Why? Because when you cultivate other relationships like friends, family, acquaintances, colleagues, you may not be totally lonely. So omuntu ali lonely ebiseera ebisinga ne relationships ziri eza friends, family aba yazikola ki yasalako. Tulifena. So by the end of this program njagala otegeere ekigambo loneliness bakimalawo batya, kiva ku ki, nti nowoba okifeelinze mu future. Remember, at every level of your life you will feel alone. Mu maaso ne mu bukadde. Yes. And even you should learn to be alone. How do you be alone and not lonely? Yeah? Ulinga gamba I'm alone but not lonely. So, whoever is going into marriage because you're looking for a partner, omubezi, ogweko loneliness, you're very wrong. You will get a partner and you will stay alone, lonely. That all in only marriage. So loneliness should not be the reason why you're rushing into marriage, and should never be. So because marriage cannot solve your loneliness, why? I said it one time in one of the programs we had, that singleness, learning to be singular, knowing your uniqueness, your separatedness, and your omuntu okwetegeera wenna gwe nga individual, kyekirina okuba the first foundation of a happy relationship. Never go into a marriage nga tonnaba kuyiga being singular, and that is the cause of many breakups in marriages. Somebody getting into looking for the other partner to reciprocate love. Zeteweyagala kanoonya njagala omubezi noyingira omala okuyingira ko mubanja love omumenya munno njagala lwampaka amasimu gafuka amasimu, then last oyina afubanga alina content. What was love becomes like as if they are being manipulated and wanted. So when you learn to be singular, when you learn that this season of singleness is helping you discover yourself, ekigambo loneliness into marriage may become a myth. So many married people sleep in separate beds. They live separate lives, but again what? Married. Which means many marrieds are alone. They're lonely. So guno omusomo gwa buli muntu kitegeza at some point in life you can even be famous. 1 million followers alone. 2 million followers lonely. There are many celebrities who kill themselves. You know that? Who take drugs. Nenga ali followed by 70 emitwalo million musambe z'abantu. Nena amala gamba he was depressed by loneliness. No gamba, what is the 7 million doing? So it means that loneliness at every point of life can happen to anyone. And learning to deal with the loneliness, learning to be alone but not lonely, is the foundation of emotional happiness. Isn't that amazing? Learning to do it, because at some point in life you lose a loved one. At some point in life you may face a divorce. At some point in life you may face a breakup. At some point in life you find yourself in a new city where people speak a different language and you are alone. So everybody needs this. You need to learn how to deal with loneliness. I've told you, you can even go to a party where there are many people but still you're feeling alone with the crowd of people around you. So this feeling called loneliness is a state of mind, that sadness that comes within you to know that nobody does what? Cares about me. Now we go back to emotional. To say emotional. You are alone. So let's take emotions very serious. When I'm talking about emotions, I know what I'm talking about. It is a human need. And those who need it and have discovered it will find happiness. And that is what I called emotional happiness. Until when you deal with your emotional affairs, nothing matters. No matter how much you have, you live an empty life. And you feel alone. So, let's learn to manage our loneliness. Because every level of life will end up to survive. Important to note, marriage is not the answer to not avoid being alone. Nti amusingo singa noonya nenfunayo omubezi nja kuba nfunye omubezi wange. Ask me. As counselors, we see a lot of things, and it has brought me to understand. That's why I bring such topics. When I've realized that many people are lonely, they are alone. So let's not confuse singleness, I am single and searching, with I am alone. Loneliness. Somebody can be single but not lonely. So to maybe those two words to maybe be intermixing. So let us look at the biblical perspective on loneliness. What does the Bible? You don't need to focus, Pastor Mariam. What does God have to say about loneliness? Because when you are alone, you've even lost hope in the Creator. Hey, as to gamba munange te mpulira ndinze kakitegera ne Creator omwera akwera kyolowooza. So in Genesis 2:18, the creation of man, Katonda yatonda Adamu, nawe yamala omutonda yatonda ebyennyanja n'atonda embwa. Every animal and every species had two male or female, apart from Adam. And then he had to make a woman out of Adam. You know that story. It's not good that man should be alone. I will create him a helper comparable to him. Comparable. Balinamu kufanagana comparable. Teyagamba I will make him a wife. I'll make him another comparable. Kakati bino ebyokugamba nti onoonya omubezi Mungu nize ansindikira anjagala kubanga amumanyi owange ejjajja bannange mujja kumira. What God God does is that He gives you prospects in life to choose from, but choice, judging is yours. Is yours. You're the one to choose among the prospects. Because I don't think God wants to get away that will require from you. The power of choice, in that you must be responsible for the choices you took, especially pertaining relationships. So loneliness, He made Adam another human being and called it a woman. Aveeko kiri kya alone naye yagamba nti I have made you a wife. Yagamba go multiply, okay, yeah. But it is our responsibility to make the choices pertaining relationships. So loneliness, tujja kumanya nti definition entuufu it's a perceived isolation between, perceived social isolation between what you want from social relationships and what you perceive of those relationships. Kitegeeza nti osobola okugamba nti ndi alone naye ng'olimba. Kitegeera totegedde butegeezi ky'olima. Tuli fena so musooke musharinge nange nfune wano kukyenyuwa. First share the session tutegeere nti loneliness may be just a fallacy, or it may be you may be going through it and you need help. Mariam Nabuja, the ladies at emotional wellness, my passion. Emotional happiness, my calling and my purpose. And that's what I'm doing on the Ladies Guide page. That is the reason for this page, to give you emotional wellness. Sharing because such information cannot be found for free anywhere. It can't be found. So, tutunulie, what are the causes of loneliness? Church alone. What causes loneliness? Church feeling just sadness that comes with loneliness. Saga to Valentine's Day. Go jaga mandi lonely. To get a true definition of loneliness. So what are the causes of loneliness? I'm sharing that. Aina answer nga mpandikirayo. Sarah Musoke, Leila Mpologoma, yes. This is Mariam Nabuja, the Ladies Guide page. So, the causes of loneliness, one is omuntu asobola okuba mu environment mwabeera nga yekozinga loneliness. Okugeza, oyinza ogenda mu nsi endala, let me say China, ogera lu China, toyina muntu gw'oli naye n'ofuuka lonely. So do you see that every time we get alone, at some point in life, you're alone. You go to a place, you move into a new area, and you become alone. Language barrier, staying in isolated places. You can become alone. Nabagambye, Katonda n'agamba, and man, yalaba omuntu ng'ali alone. Nagamba, let me make him a helper comparable to him. Because man should not be alone. Kitegeeza nti buli wosanga ng'oli wekka this, problem. It's not a good spirit. You must have relationships. So when we're talking about loneliness, so get about atalina musajja, atalina mukazi. Yet it's also part of this session. Talking about life in general, where somebody has no family, somebody has no friends, someone has no acquaintances, someone has no workmates, someone has no colleagues, singali alone. So it is for everybody. So working from home can also make you lonely. Living alone for the very first time can make you alone, feel alone. Kitegeeza nti toyinawo bantu bakufaanagana oba boyina kuteekamu nkolagana naawe kyebandiise to relate with. So loneliness can be caused by the environment you choose to live in. So olaba nga wantu waliwo bantu beerako mu bantu bw'otuula wantu gatawe bantu gwenda mu bifo ebiriko abantu, you will get that energy that comes with meeting people. Number 2, nansuka jena mpakiraawo environments. Njagala mbe nga waliwo followinga okusomesa kuno. So number 2, a circumstance can lead to loneliness. A breakup in a relationship, emwawukana n'omwagalwawo, essaawa ezo wowe tulina mutongo wesiga. A divorce, death of a loved one, separation can cause somebody to feel alone. Kubanga oli gwobadde wesiga, gwemubadde mu relatinga naye on an emotional level. Nabatans Annette, Precious Dora, thoughts and attitude. N'abantu okuba ne attitudes. Waliwo abantu kati bakolaganika nabo nga yitayagala bwagazi bantu bamutonda ye nga bwatwalira. So feeling low self-worth, they have a negative mindset, and they have a bad attitude towards people. It can cause you to be alone. Olivia Nabos agambye too much poverty. Poverty. It cannot cause you to be alone. Nobody has nothing to give. There is something, at least give away your time. You are going to poverty. And lastly, we have psychological factors like narcissistic abuse. Omuntu waba ali abused by a narcissistic partner asobola okwewala abantu, now closing out, and they become isolated. Abusive background, nga gye yaba bamu abusing bakuyamba stepmother, yakulira mu bantu abamunyigiriza n'akyawa abantu, n'alwala wano ayinza okufuuka alone. Tabamanyi communicating, feelings of helplessness, nga wulira teri ayinza muyamba, can cause somebody to be alone. Nabatanzi Annette agambye, but you can be with someone and feel alone, especially nabagamba narcissist, rest in peace. Abantu abo twabazika mwaka kuwedde. In fact 2019 netubongerako 2020, rest in peace narcissist. Anybody married to a narcissistic partner, anybody in love with a narcissist, anybody relating with it, you can be alone. I told you in my book, The Lady's Guide to Emotional Happiness, that love with a narcissist is like walking in the desert, hoping to find water at the distant land. N'otambula ogenda otuuka wakati w'eddungu ng'amazzi tegaliyo, gy'ova wala n'olugendo gy'olaga wakyali wali nga n'amazzi gakubuze. That is how it feels to love a narcissist. It is total emptiness. Those people, bw'oba oyagala kusoma ku narcissist omutegere bulungi, get emotional happiness. Number chapter number, the rise of narcissism in love relationships. Nakubeza mu love like this, ng'olinda muba mutuse mu ddungu bwe muti, olowooza nti one day alijagala maama, nga mulinga abatandika obutandisi. Kiri gwakiko wano tuuka narcissists. Rest in peace in 2020. Temutumali yanabudde. Guno omuwanga sibaliiko. Tuli ku birala kati, tuli ku emotional wellness. So those are factors that can cause somebody to be alone. Oyinza okubeera mu environment gy'ogenzeemu. Oyinza okuba circumstance gy'olimu kati causing alone. So you must go through it. Okay? You must embrace it. I'm in another country. I don't know what language they speak. That is just a season of loneliness, and then you come back to your normality. You can be abused by a narcissist, they can, by the way, many people are lonely, very abused by narcissists. They can leave somebody feeling empty totally and worthless. Those people, read my book, never gonna be rest in peace. So loneliness is caused by some of those factors. Era moino kutambulira okutegeera nti bw'obeera alone ebiseera ebisinga kyekibaamu nekiri kya depression. Omuntu okulyanga amaanyi gakuwejjemu, n'owulyanga n'okuzuukuba tokyayagala, n'owulira nga ate oyagala kwebaka bwebasi, n'owulira nga tokyagala to engage in any social activity, anything. All you want is to be just there, dull, which I call death when you're still alive. Now that's I can be rest in peace, my narcissist. Let them rest in peace. The moment you read my book and find those characters in a man, please. If you find those characters in anyone, please. Togeza no ingira bono nyayo mazi. Ogenda tuka wakati nga mazi toka funye, love tajikuwadde, ate ng'emyaka gyawukyeza mingi, ate omalize nga you are just more than lost. I told you can be with the narcissist and you be lonely all the rest of your life. They are very egoistical. Watch him no, that's in the car. Watch him get narcissist. Mubasange mule this guy to emotional happiness. Emotional happiness. So depression, ekigambo depression, ndi depressed. Mu clinical psychologist bagamba it is a mental health disorder. Oh yeah, it is a mental health disorder characterized by persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities caused by significant impairment of in your daily life. Kitegeeza nti omuntu agwamu amaanyi ne bamununa bunakuba buyanga banunamu amaanyi every day paka uliyanga kusasana kusokufa depression. Yali akeera ku mata tukyakeera, yali agenda ku ofisi okola tukyagendayo, yali ayiyayiya niwe kyoyaga kuyiiya, yali agenda ku faamu okola nti bibya byantama, eyagulangawo edduuka ku makya ng'ogamba nti ogulawo munaana. You are in depression. So the symptoms of depression, emu ku byo the loneliness. So loneliness and depression are intertwined. You lose sleep, you have sleepless nights, insomnia, the whole night you are depressed. You are depressed. Some people are living dead. They died long time ago. But the definition of death. Death is not when your body is put in a casket. Death is when you lose the reason to live. You're dead. So we don't wait for people to be in the cemeteries. The moment your emotional health gets questionable, that's where death comes from, and that's what you need to fight. How to fight loneliness and depression, practical things you should do. You must fight. Even me, as a psychologist, I'm depressed, but I am aware. Awareness precedes change. The moment I'm aware, depression, loneliness, so life is about that. Being aware and take action. Being aware, take action. Than ignorance. Walking in dead. No passion, no vision, no aspiration, no dreams, no nothing. You're dead. So we must have a reason to live. And that's why I'm doing all these classes I'm doing now. To help jumpstart people, to jumpstart your soul. I found my purpose. And you know how much happy I am. I always say I'm happy. It doesn't matter what I eat now. It doesn't matter where I am. I found the reason to live. And it has to be the reason why the sun wakes up in the morning and I move out. Everything I do, I live for it. So I'm not dead. And when I'm feeling death coming, I am awake. I know, oh, something is happening. Isn't that beautiful? So let's not give in to depression. It is a state of mind and we have to change it. Because situations will come. It is just to fight for our lives. and it takes 100% responsibility. It is your life. Not even your mother cares. We are unique, each one of us, and we are singular. Nobody has your thumbprints, and nobody will ever have it on planet Earth. Nobody has your eye retina, and nobody will ever have it. That's how separatedness, uniqueness is important to God also. Why? He knew. So let us take the responsibility to fight depression. I've told you everybody lives it. I've told you somebody can have 7 million followers and die of loneliness. Somebody can be very famous and alone. Somebody can be rich and lonely. Somebody can be married but alone. So it is a state of mind that attacks everybody, irrespective of who you are. So it is our awareness for Banga Tuchimani that can help us to fight it. We are at war. Hey. So, njagala musooke musharinge nange nnyo ku mazzi bakyayi wano kago yasayinat nabatanzi ate musooke musharinge kubanga this is a charged session. It is charged spiritually. Nabagamba simala gakola. I take my time and I deliver. Mariam Nabuja, the ladies died. Loneliness and depression. We have no opportunity. Acha ikenyu abakaita hot plate. Yes, Sheraton Hotel, one of my partners. Yes, after Batukula, but for some time, let me work from my office. Yes. Symptoms that you're suffering: loneliness. Zidam awareness precedes change. Ekigambo ekitegeeza nti omuntu amanyi mu Luganda bagamba ekijjomanyi kinyaga bitono. It's a Luganda proverb, ekijjomanyi kinyaga bitono. Mu English, awareness precedes change. Omanya kyogenda okyusa. Kitegeeza nti omuntu aba ali aware that I'm depressed, I am lonely. Buli kyakola to solve it aba aware than somebody who doesn't know what's going on. That spiritual blindness, and you live life until you die spiritually. Yeah? Let's not live that such a life. Right? So when loneliness is prolonged for a long time, it can move into what they call chronic loneliness. Chronic loneliness is when somebody is alone for a long time. Now chimanyira nebufuka n'obulwadde genda ke omusawo bakebere blood pressure nke yambuse omutima nga gukuba nnyo musawo simanyi kintu useko badde ki toba mbasawo olwala all the time you are under sickness ogenze mu chronic loneliness. But loneliness is bad. It can cause you to get sick. So the moment you're lonely for a long time we took only used to loneliness. And then all these other symptoms are going to fall in place. Inability to connect with others on a deeper level. Okulagana abantu yagala kuyingira nnyo. Tolaba nko musajja gw'oyagala nga tayagala omuyingire. Tomuyingira. In fact, nga bikoma ku level nga ngowula tekiri emotional connection. Kiri awo ekintu. Tekirina definition. Nga tekirina asitala begenda mu kintu ekitalina definition. Asita kigenda mu lack of a definition. There is a problem. Kintu kyaffe tekirina definition. Love must have a definition. You're either girlfriend, your wife, your courtesan, or your prostitute. I told you in my book. The first one, Ladies Guide to fulfilling relationship. Know your role in a relationship. One, are you a wife? Are you a girlfriend? What are the rewards? Tell me confusing a position says it's the origin of that emotional confusion. So when you find that someone has inability to connect with you on a deeper level, we're alone. Joan Julia. Weba nga kyajogedde kifuwa erinnya ku kigero ogambe awo wenyini awo okonyeewo you get used to casual friends abantu botalinaako deeper connection byonna byabigula mu emotions ozigoba mu kintu you're ever out of emotions, you are far away from emotions because you can't connect with people, you are lonely, and that's why you feel that way. Okwagala casual relationships. Bwabera mwami ayagala bakazi ba quick town service. Tayagala kumanya gye bamuzaala, tayagala kumanya alwala alya anywa. Give me what I want. Oyingira mu mbeera ba lonely. You feel overwhelmed with isolation. Never better ku party, never better mu crowds, never better ku workplace, never better nga oina how many followers you feel nobody cares. It doesn't matter where you are. You are lonely. You feel low self-worth. Nansu bugaje na sira wotekapo point yawo. Sijja bagamanyi ngenze kwedda ko ndagamba bweteka katonyeza linyozawo. Negative feelings of self-worthiness and self-doubt. Utaka kwenda utinga. Ndi mulungi oba nedda. Oba ndi mugagga. Oba ndi mugezi. Wenange ndowooza otagala okwenyooma. I've seen beautiful girls. Nomugamba you're beautiful ngagamba nga yeerimba dda mu muntu ekisi mulungi. I told you everything is in this box. It's in this box. So when you're feeling that you have low self-esteem, to just covering as a topic, how to deal with self-esteem, you are lonely. Because these social relationships, the ones we cultivate, they help us to give us confidence. You feel confident. You're nice looking. Everyone wants that approval from another human being. So, self-worthiness has taken one thing, you are alone. You're feeling exhausted. Yeah? Every time you're socializing with people, you start getting headaches, you got body pains, decreased appetite. There are a lot of signs that you're in depression. Yes. So loneliness should not be your way of life. From time to time, you must know the remedies in case it has come. Do what you're supposed to do, and then life goes on with the aim of having emotional wellness. Yes, Nansu Mugabayola, absence of meaningful role models can cause loneliness. When you open associations, join associations, be in clubs. You can't. Be in classes. Solutions. But basically, those are the causes of loneliness. Symptoms is you're tired, yawning. Every time you're yawning, you are lonely. In fact, loneliness is a chewing gum. Yeah? You're trying to make your brain active by chewing gum. You start going out shopping, because shopping can lie you. Mariam, you're welcome. whether sinakulaba, you go out shopping never again the cause because shopping ekwa that momentary happiness. Then after 3 days byokuzo watujja byagala. Loneliness. Watching too much television, social media from morning up to evening, you are lonely. Because even technology I don't get the loneliness because people don't feel this social interaction. They are let's meet and talk. They want to talk on messages. You are alone. So even being on too much social media, TV, hey, it kills that time that you don't need people. So those are some of the signs of loneliness. You're angered easily. Abakyala bakutuka manguwaya. Dala kumacha asono kuvuma. Bakutuka manguwaya. Lonely. You hang out with other lonely people. Buli ataina ali lonely yasanga ali lonely mwina ne mukola the company of lonely people. Weight niyeyongera, you either grow too fat or you grow too thin, you overeat or undereat. Loneliness. So zeze nsonga omuntu ayinza okulaba nti lonely. Era bw'oba olabyeko kyenkonyeko ng'okirimu ng'omanya nti era bw'oliwo okiyitamu ng'ogamba loneliness. So loneliness can have a lot of effects on your life. Sleep disorders, depression, heart diseases. People even resort to drugs to feel present. They feel fear. They feel helpless. You get mood swings. So loneliness is a very serious enemy of man because man is a social animal. So the moment you feel that you are alone and nobody cares, you are already sick. Tell yourself the truth. Because when you tell yourself the truth, you will find a solution. The moment you lie yourself, roller coaster longer. Mariam Nabuja, the ladies' guide. Emotional wellness, my passion. Emotional health, your emotional health, my calling. So, nyongera okubajukiza ku 14th February 2021 wicheja twina Valentine's hampers for loved one oba oli bulaya ngo yaga tuchwe omwagalwa wali mu Uganda, we shall deliver the package. Giving is love in action is our theme this year. Kitegeeza tujera bumo papa nkwagala sina chekuwa. That is not the definition of love. That is called narcissism, manipulation. Kigambo kye kirala mumpeye kigambo awo. Giving with taking but not giving siriga, I mean love siriga. You had better say it and you mean it. Ladies guide mukutu kutwagalira amazima mulabo tutwagalira bulimba. So giving is love in action. Hampers weziri nzira mu bajukiza nti orders bazikola before sigenda delivering hampers is a speedy ku Sunday calling us no, we shall work on those who have ordered them, and that is between Monday to Friday. Saturday everything must be finished because we don't make tetukola bintu nga tukulaga dibengaje nabagamba ladies guide is an element of perfection. We do everything perfectly. We pay attention to detail. So twagala bintu byatupakusa tukole kitaliyo kubanga kuzereti. So this time round we announcing so orders enough back before 13th February. The number was what day abagala okola hampers. Yes, you can just send a message. Someone will answer you. They'll read them. Yes, the hampers are for both men and women. Yes, njagala abakyala kuno omwaka tujewo omukodo banange omukazi omukodo atama nga bwe mwatamya abasajja abakodo n'omukazi omukodo beyatamu abasajja omusajja watemu omukazi omukodo waayi tebanyuma bwemanyira omuntu gwowanga talina kyakisa n'omuwatazza oyinza omwongera n'abagambye love etaliimu action yakugaba eyo definition endala eba narcissism waliwo abba munne oba exploiting munne. Love is give, full stop, no comma, not too many things by the way. Njabagamba gifts next week zemino gaba Valentine's Day. There are gifts which are not romantic. There are gifts which are romantic. There are gifts which make you become a sugar daddy that you take a day. There are gifts which will make you become a sugar mommy that you take a day. So we shall put everything in perspective. Omwezi guno February we are doing classes. Last year I went there. I've been doing mentorship classes for masters, counselors master class. Abachala banjaga dog training anganze. Abagala okunsinga. Nga wayogera. Ebitokebwa. Energy. Wewe yamze Mariam onywa bichi. Bana ndi ku hot chocolate. Ero sitamide ntegera bulungi. This is hot chocolate. So energy. Tugenda power. That training that is going to move you to the best coaches, counselors, leaders, of course, leaders. A leader who cannot speak, who cannot do action, who cannot be a good public speaker, you are not a leader. Even in business, you need to be a leader. Until when you get those leadership traits, and it comes from within. So, we are doing the counselor masterclass. We have the February intake for those students. Abachala banjaga kubera abali. Nabagambe temufula love gumula. Like someone who posted nagamangu, we are here looking after children at home. Nitubagamba kati abakola abana tubalabira tutya. Don't make love a job. Make love rest. Find a calling. Live for it. Find the reason why you wake up every morning, and then you love it. Tuleme kweli but mufula love mulimo. Kubira abantu masimoliwa otuse wantu genda kulya nkulize wano. And then last somebody loses what? Interest. So in the counselors master class we are doing mindset change. Tusoka kumenya wano. Kumenya wano. Tumenya paradigm zona zibakeka kufula omuntu. Obongo tutwaye kulevera because you cannot become a leader until when you change your mindset ne paradigms wajja nazo zikude wansi. Tusoka kuzimenya bwetu. Public speaking skills okogereri abantu with energy, confidence, power, non-stop. Ngale tonywedde mwenge. Tonywa bitamiza oyogera presentation skills, reading and writing to other writers. One night uko yokwera abakazi abato n'abawandi. Where are other writers? Women, you should learn to write because until when you write your story in a book, that is your legacy. Legacy is not buildings you build on streets. A building can be built by your children to another owner. A building can be demolished with generation, but a book will stay for centuries. That is legacy. So, build the people, not buildings. Muzimbe bantu, temuzimba bizimbe. Bumuloza kubajja kuzibikira kuzimbe. Omwana wajja kitunda. Muzukulu wajja kitunda. Tamanyi tiboba kyakumenya bwe wala lero ni mubango kizimba. So, let's find a purpose. So in that class we teach reading skills, writing skills, the right books you have to read as a counselor, as a coach, as a mentor. Not every book should be read. Some books can deprogram you in the wrong way because that's indoctrination of the mind. So we give you the practical training grounds and we help you discover true calling on earth, and that is the origin of happiness. When you find a purpose where you live, love again don't kunyumira muganda wange. Kubanga ne love omulyayo katono muno tomumenya nnyo. So kusikuzuka kumatya, the sun rises up gokerera. The sun sets down goddako. The sun during that time toina bya kola one. Nothing is occupying you and challenging you. Then you make it a job. You make love seem a job. Love is rest. Love is enjoyment. Love is, don't make it become like a cure. So registration in progress. Still use the same numbers. My admin will handle you. So tuli mukufunza loneliness. Tugenda kwogera about how do you deal with a lonely life. How do you cope with loneliness? Nanso ngajena mufune callings. I told you no ecstasy in life can be compared to somebody who has formed a division. Momentary, even that sexual intimacy is for 30 minutes and it disappears. This is every day, forever. You live with it, you walk with it. It is exciting and amazing. And that's why I want to share it. So I'm excited to give it away. So Focus International as a company, the one I work for and I work with, is part of the Gender Equality Program with UNDP and private sector. A program with a certification of making sure that women are leaders in their workplaces. That the number of women employed by companies abakazi bayingireko mu buvunaanyizibwa temujja kuyingira buvunaanyizibwa nga mulina mindsets who are no. So I'm one of the people who signed the seal. Focus International, we signed the seal. And that is what I want to do, to train women to be part of UN Women. You can't go there with a poor mindset. It doesn't matter whether you're cooking, whether you're driving, whether you're having children and what. This is your life. And it is your choice. I told you God gave you the willpower to choose. He doesn't choose for you. He created you, gave you the sun, he gave you the brain, he gave you the hands. You are not lame. You have a sound mind. The decision is for you. So, so far twaka training at 38. Yeah? And then we want another class, and then we shall keep track of those because they are not supposed to be men. We're calling this for people. So, how to deal with loneliness? Number one, love yourself. We love everybody. We take care of people and look at ourselves. I've been there before. Buli omu n'alya, buli omu n'anywa, buli omu n'akola ki? Ne weerabira. Brenda. So buli omu n'alya, buli omu n'anywa, gwe ne wooteefaako. So let's learn to love ourselves. Loving yourself is key. Is key. Is key. Is key. So twagala okumanya nti okweyagala kitegeeza selfishness. It doesn't mean self-centeredness. It doesn't mean nti goyina kubanga toyagala bala gwewefaako wekka novoyanga narcissist. Narcissist beyagala naye in a wrong way. Bo bafuukana selfish. Bonuna bwonoonyi. Bonuna bwonoonyi. Bonuna bwonoonyi. So what we should understand is, before you love others, love yourself first. Fall in love with who you are. Love who you are. So kigenda kuyamba nti ogenda kuzimba obulamu nga todependinga nnyo ku love y'abantu balakwagala. Nti oba tebanjagadde sijja kweyagala. Olinda abantu kwagala. No, because teweyagala ogaba kinene nnyo okusinga gwe tolina. Ngolowooza mbu bagenda kwagala and then they disappoint you and even you're more lonely. So go Brenda. Just a minute, please. So accept who you are. Olita kufula nga duplicate bo. Njagala bakazi basala mbiri. Njagala 50. Saga basiganjala. Zedi 6 mwanga. Uli yango msajja nyimiri bosi bosi ebyo. Nga akuchusa who you are. They are creating a disadvantage to you. Why? Because they are going to first of all duplicate you and make you a clone. Perhaps they can acquire. It's absurd. And then I place a clone. And then no acquire ya mumviri so wasalako. Ngate no ya gamanzi njaga bakazi mambiri mpamvu. What a confusion. It's so confusing. So first of all, love yourself. Be confident of who you are. Bwoba katonda yakutonda nti oli muganda toweefuula muzungu. If you're born black, be black. Towefeefula mweru. There's a reason why you're born black. The cause of unhappiness in life is people comparing themselves to others, trying to be someone you don't. It means you don't love you. Bwasitola bangu omukazi atandise okufuuka kyatali kitegeeza yeyagala, and this is very absurd. So don't pretend to love other people when you don't love you. Why? Because you're going to give them a hard time to love you. Kubanga kwenye tuyagala nko baba njagala nkwegaidde njagala munange njagala fuge njagala omuforcing okwagala nga interested, and that's where the love. So love yourself first and you will not be alone. And whether you have long hair, short hair, you're short, you're tall, you're dark, you're brown, be you. Be you. The person who loves you in your original form will come. Because God created you as separate, unique, and one. Nobody on planet Earth will ever be you. So I love myself. Be you. Be you. That's the where confidence comes from. The way go man, I wish I was slender, but now I'm saying better mutono. Muze kanne bose. No one will be too. But I mean you. You don't love you. We go with a confidence, but now I hope I'm communicating. So when you marry someone and you expect them to love you because you didn't love yourself, that is the reality. So fall in love with yourself. Don't care what people think. Whether you're fat, be you. Be you. And be an original. Number 2. Visit a therapist, a psychologist or a counselor or a doctor. Tell them about your experience. I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling sad. I don't know what's wrong with me. Because for us, we are trained to look through people and we give you the answer. Because it's a training. Talk to them. I help you fix your emotional life. That's my work. So look for someone who you can discuss with your emotional affairs. Something which can make you wake up. Because we are always in exchange of energy. Exchange of energy. So talk to a doctor, talk to a therapist, talk to a psychologist, talk to a counselor. They will help you. Because usually, Boba will remind you. Number 3, stay in touch with loved ones. Never lose those new people as you go, wherever you're going. Because I told you, isolation is about keeping a social relationship. So much as we get married or we fall in love, don't throw away your friends. Keep your circle of friends near you, because that's where that relationship of loneliness will happen. Loneliness will happen. So keep Brenda. So keep your relationships with the people who are around you. Skype if you're on their long distance, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, technology atwangirize mubikozese okipingenga oli mutaki n'abantu. Try being generous. Tugenda mu Valentine nabagambe mugabe ku birago. Temuswala bannange. You live once on planet Earth. You live once. Togenda kuddamu kuddamu. So if you find someone you like, someone you fancy, someone you love, somebody you feel there's nothing wrong with giving them a gift, giving them your time, taking them for lunch. But you walk up machagamba meeting someone new today. Every day. Meet someone new. I can talk to people in supermarkets, I can talk to someone to lift. I meet someone new always. Because you always get to know what you don't know. Be social. Be social. Because loneliness, doesn't mean that you're single. Loneliness means what do you do about relating in your social circles. In your social circles. So stay in touch with your people. Skype them, Facebook them, Messenger. Don't be keeping in touch with your people. Be generous, and lastly, get a hobby. Getting a hobby is about getting full of busy. Toberanga unotuula ewaka kuva ku makya mpaka lweggulo olinze mwagalwa akomewo tova mu kifo. There is something with sitting in one place. There is something that comes out of inertia, something which doesn't move. You get dense energy. Mu Luganda otandika okuzitowa tosobola bikwatako byembagamba jjabbi basomesa mu maaso awo. You need to move. Because energy comes in 2-3 cases. How to get energy of your body. You either get it by movement, that is physical energy. Every time you're walking, the body is burning energy. You're running, the body is burning energy because energy must be burnt all the time. Or you know, coach energy to produce it again. Dense and then negative sense. Mind because the mind can never rest. It's always running. It's like a garden. If you don't plant it, something, it will plant weeds. But something must come out of it. So we believe finding a hobby, kendo sambaka pira, zanya cricket, go for a movie, go play golf, join social clubs, bela ko mu church, genda ko muzikiti. Bye bintu byona ebitali mu sente nenga bireta obulamu. Ekigambo obulamu, I feel like tosobola kikwata ko kina bagambe. Biva mu bintu bino. Join a mentorship class. My women are fired up. Mugenda balaba. Because I'm going to interview some of them. Mugenda balaba. Number one, the energy. Nibagamba teri kwekwaza na kukira ku machachi oba baka oba kunyiza otambulanga as if nothing has happened. Let's not give them a chance. Ntinoli wabagamba nti bannange bagamba babita witchcraft wabalabanga gamba I have to go back to witchcraft and get back my money. Don't allow to ever be down emotionally. Buli kyolya mukama wano njabasomesa byemulya. Obude buli tuka njabasomesa what foods you have to eat to produce energy of the body. Because emotions kitegeeza energy in emotion. So kitegeeza tosobola kuba kufuna emotion nga energy tetambula. Chembagament energy comes in 3 cases. It comes with the movement, it comes with the sound. Ne sound. What music are you listening to? Which people are talking? Silence. All those things produce energy in your body. And light. As simple as that. 3 things. Move, sound, and light. You know kuzanyira mboto bana amani. Amani. Cut all the things, you must be aware of them. So get a hobby. Join a mentorship class. Gendo zanya ku golf. Zanya ku cricket. Gendo sambaka pira. Duka ku street tambula. Nzera bamanyi nzo okutambula regular. Netambula. And I enjoy it. After walking like for 1 hour and a half, I am like, I feel good. Because the blood circulation is going on. Because blood must be circulated to the brain. The blood is not in movement. So it's going to cause all those things of heart attack, depression. You need movement. Just move. movement kitegeeza nti ne bwoba tolina kyogenda kukola mu kibuga ne bwoba tolina kino kyoyina genda kukola in certain city tambula butambuzi genda gogabe kugambya producing energy kansala yagambye when I walk energy gets produced toba ddaala bannange muli mutya mutemulaba nga njogera n'amaanyi mangi mulowooza jja mbagambye nywa hot chocolate I'm not drunk I'm not drunk I always care about my emotional health era munansonyiwa ntuusere eti mbadde mba mu spa ekindwisiza I go to the spa positive emotion soothing sport abo be bantu bange ne mukatabu nabagamba ne banyiganyiga kwekundaba nga ndi active went I went to positive emotion after lunch ne banyiga I went to the spa ne banjoye kati bamugamba nti ne kansala nga ali mirembe si mirembe kubanga singa sigenze mu spa kyenaze nakyo ku makya singa mbadde bwento paka kati temwanire bwe muti ngeze ne banyiga ne nkomawo okukola that's how things are so buli kyolya buli kyokola soka webuze what is the impact of this action to my emotional health ako akabuuza ako nabagamba munywa amazzi mangi nnyo muve ku soda muve ku bintu ebyo ebyokunywa carbonated drinks ezo tezijja bawa bulamu gana amaanyi ge mbagamba ag'omubiri so every counselor ne bana babe training ambagambye okulya you're very careful how you spend your energy so when you choose a hobby kyembagambye nofuna ekintu kyobanirako energy buli lunaku oba kugendako mu jimu oba kusoma butabu n'okusoma butabu tukozesa omutwe guno mbanga juse kilomita zengenda obakatabu ngamba bulira nkooyi find a hobby mbagambye nkola classes ezaba counselors abandyagadde practicals ngenda zibawa it has taken me 16 years I started this journey in 2005 when I was even at campus nga bambuuza gwe Mariam ebitabo by'osoma nnyabo ng'olina n'ebya koosi olina ne paper kitongole what are you reading nga bambuuza I was passionate about this industry and I had to skill it so it is time for me to help others because one writer said don't go to a shoemaker asking for advice about jewelry gende woya kikozo omubuuza wakikolote don't go to somebody who has not done it to ask them about what you want and they've never done it so chengezaako kola so get a hobby abaagala okusoma nze ndi ready ate bawadde kaseera kano kokka batraining tebajja kuba nemujja kukola bagenda kwokya nabagamba teri mwambale ne kakondu tewali nnaku embeera embi loneliness depression anxiety fear everything that disturbs humankind is here in the head so fe tusooka kumenya mental state one tukutereza bulungi and you know the origin of energy and it's about energy nothing else it's about energy ne bwoba otunda dduuka ne bwoba otunda nnyanya ku kkubo ne bwoba otunda ebyennyanja sibyagala ne bwoba otunda muddala gw'ennyama ne bwoba anything you do if you don't have energy your clients will feel it n'ogenda mu dduuka ng'olyagala kwogera wabula yazikola kyammeka ekyo kebera olabe ng'amaanyi talina and that is where most women are emotionally bali down abanazi babakuba abantu baba frustratinga aba basubiza obawasa ne babawasiza omuntu amaanyi ne gamugwamu babanga bwe banuna bakutadde mu kasitro bwe bali oli abajona kukweri emotions temuli so muyige obulamu bwammwe ngeri mukukwatamu nabagambye buli kyolaba ekikutawanya ddayo kali ka triangle physically okay mentally mpulira ntya financially nyimiridde ntya socially nkolagana naani spiritually enkolagana yange ne Katonda na omwoyo gwange eri etya that is where the answer is and then you will find happiness I've lived it I'm sharing it and I will always live it so nze mbagambye instead n'obudde emisana ne ngendako ne banyiga I go for a spa ne bankola aromatic massage ne banscrubbing I love my body I love myself so where does negative energy come from look at me positive emotions soothing sport abo Those are my sisters. Huh? It's where you go and you really found happiness. Positive emotion. Positive emotions, it means a lot. Positive emotion means love, joy, peace, tranquility. Oh, everything that brings mankind to that joy. And positive emotion, of course. It's as if God himself, because God is energy, is love. So let's live a life of positivity, and loneliness will be a fantasy. I repeat, you will be lonely at some point in your life. Anytime you feel lonely, you'll find yourself in a city and you feel alone. You'll marry somebody and they may not reciprocate the love. You will feel alone. You'll encounter a narcissist, they may leave you alone. You may love somebody, marry them, and they may die, and you'll be left alone. You may divorce, you may divorce and find again you are alone. So loneliness as a state of mind will always come to you at any point in your life. But the answer is, don't forget that your emotional health, your emotional wealth, so when you practice the things, therapist, socially, be generous, even to strangers. Who Will Pray When You Die by Robert Chum. Yeah, some few years ago. I read there were like 100 points for a radiant living. How you can live a radiant living. I cannot explain the life I felt. The take home was every day be kind to a stranger. Practicing. Meeting either over coffee. Oh, hello, nice hair. Yeah? I made friends. Oh my. Time I could not believe by the end of the younger about 1,000 new faces. And don't forget, most of them even became my best friends. I was fascinated about that fact. Every day, be kind to a stranger. You are at the airport, stuck, say hello. Watch it, I'm really proud. Work week, worrying well and good. We're going by your loss. You've lost a friend. You see, we are living a life of happiness. Hello, how are you? Well, that's that. Over practicing. So you cannot be alone if you learn the facts of how to relate with other people. You are the airport, or stuck, hello, nice meeting you. My name's Jenna, and I'm here to Buagana, not actually protecting. They have lost it, but one psychologist said it's very hard for a human being to ignore another one. Why? Because we are taught from childhood to be kind to other people. So if you find yourself that you're alone, try to relate with the strangers. Of course, emotional intelligence. Hello and smile. Loneliness. Depression caused by loneliness will be a myth. So whether you find yourself lonely at some point in life, Chimanyet is just a state of mind, and you can fight it. Run, walk, talk to anyone, take a hobby, live for something. Read a book, try something new, try baking, try fashion. Life is like that, it's ever a journey. We don't this thing in life. You only this thing when you go to the cemetery. Every day gives you a chance to be someone new. Yes, Margaret Sevide, hello, and smile. A smile softens everybody, and they will smile back at you. Mariam Nabuja, the Ladies Guide. We're going to go Facebook, YouTube. If you're watching me for the very first time, subscribe to my channel, Mariam Naguja, the Ladies Guide. Invite other friends, because some time in the future tugenda kuzza program eno ku YouTube channel, and then we shall serve you better. Facebook is your first time, follow me to get notification every time we go live. This journey aluta continua, the journey continues. Zidabagamba wendandika mbandandise ate bakuntumanga nja kunoonya training je nayitamu nabagamba nasoma military intelligence kati wogatako laavu oba wabulabe bw'ogatta omujasi ku laavu osaaga kitegeeza kyenjogera kyentegeeza sikiddamu ate kyekyo. No matter what, I fight to the end, because your train never look back. So muli watuufu temweraliikirira. With Ladies Guide, this is a solution center. Teri agenda kubeera kuno afikire. You will get married, you will get loved ones, because this is not only a job, it is a calling. Mariam Naguja is my name, and I've written 3 books: Fulfilling Relationships, Ladies Guide, Emotional Happiness, Kati Tulikudano is my last book. Sheraton Hotel, there is always something for everyone. Buying up packages as a Valentine, mugendeyo mwagale bagala bamwe mubalago mukwano musuleyo bwekyuko oyagala. There is always something for everyone. Boba kwandizanga buzi. It's a 5-star hotel which takes care of my emotional health, of course, and they have been my partners in all this journey. So tulabye how to deal with loneliness, tulabye signs of being lonely, tulabye what causes loneliness. We have defined loneliness in a proper perspective. Tutegedde loneliness does not mean that you're single. Loneliness may mean absence. My phone. Loneliness may mean absence of social relationships. Kitegeeza, no matter who you are, no matter who you marry, at some point in life, you may be lonely. So, njagala kulaba kiki kyemwa commentinga. What do you have to comment about this? And tufunze tukuzayo eddakiika 17 ndowooza mugamba omukazi ono nga muzibu akuma obudde wonayita mu training ya counselors of counselors tukuma obudde tetukola. We don't want loose ends. You begin and you finish what you begin. You mean what you say, because that habit that is trained in you yensibuko y'okufuuka omuntu obuvunaanyizibwa emirimu gy'okola. Katutunulire biki naweereza question nembabuuza nti bannange ani yali abaddeko lonely tubuulire loneliness mwagisanga mutya? So we got different reactions from different people. Naye kambasomereko bye baayogera nga tufunza nga tumaliriza oluganda tumaliriza oba tufunza. We are in summary now. We are summarizing the show. Sharing temwerabira nga bw'ofunyemu ne banno balina okufunamu nabagamba nti wano mbawo buli kimu nabifunya ku bwereere ati wesitabigaba mba mimbye. Margaret Kabanda yagambye loneliness is usually characterized by feelings of despair, sadness, changes in weight, and one goal losing weight, lack of sleep, hunger, confusion. Usually loneliness causes depression, which may sometimes end up in hospital. Oyo Margaret Kabanda. Muwulira. Nambalira mona throwing tantrum where unnecessary. Wiza nomulinya kuyagaba oninnyako otya. Ye ng'omanyira. Bw'olabye nze gwe balinnyako you are lonely. Getting emotional over non-issues. No when you are misunderstanding events. Low self-esteem, insomnia, and you get isolated. Hey, Asimwe agamba, Shediz agamba, many negative thoughts, feeling sickly, and always hating people. You feel neglected and abandoned. Yes. Namaja Elizabeth Yagambit, I literally become very weak, so negative, moody, stressed out, and feeling tired most of the time. Nashibuka Juliet Agamba, body weaknesses, byonna mubewulira bikutuka ko ngufuuse alone. Loneliness. Yes, Becky Miracle Agamba, what about loneliness in marriage? According to surveys, some 40% of people know the pain of being alone or lonely in relationship because they've been there at some point in life. Although not two new marriages are identical, every lonely marriage has one thing in common, at least one. At least one spouse feels abandoned emotionally. So I would to lack of that emotional connection can make you feel very lonely. So those are some of the reactions. Mikwano jange example wano ganja kulaba munnange saagala gamba nti byogera tewali yali experiencinga era buli omu loneliness emuyita bulala olina kumanya when it has really attacked you and what you're doing about it. Hey, okay, so I think those were the comments. Ainechibuzo, ask now or never. Nabagambye wemba kuno mvuka wa payment. Counselors sell their time. A counselor's talk is time. A lawyer's talk is time. A psychologist's talk is time. A doctor's talk is time. So every time you want to consult any of those therapists or professionals, so this is the only time I give away for free and happily. So when we leave this platform and you engage me in numbers and get 772831057, you engage me, I need to program for you. Okay? So thank you so much for being a part of this. I hope you've benefited out of this. I hope you don't forget that loneliness is not singleness, and singleness does not mean loneliness. You can be single and not alone, and you have other friends where life is moving. You can be married and alone. Loneliness is a state of mind that comes with that feeling of sadness because you're craving human rights which are not there. It is caused by many factors, circumstances, environment, psychological factors like being in love with narcissists, uncaring people, death of a partner, divorce. There are many things that can cause you loneliness. However, you should note that if you want to get out of loneliness, it is your 100% responsibility to take care of your emotional health, because nobody else cares whether you're sleeping or waking up or you're in depression. It is you to take care of yourself. Check out a therapist, get an hobby, have a reason to live for life, join classes, be busy, and never be in a state of inertia. Go and step on the treadmill. Tambula, lugendo lunene, run. Let the body burn and produce energy at the same time. Every time you're sweating, you're dealing with depression. Every time you're on a treadmill, depression is disappearing. Every time you're doing something, don't stay in one place. Inertia is the energy. Is the enemy of energy. So buli wobeera mu kifo ekimu totambula, it is the cause of that depressed energy. And the funny fact is n'abakulaba bakifiiringa nti oli depressed. So let us know that loneliness is for everybody. It is irrespective whether you're single, searching, divorced, separated. Everybody experiences loneliness, even the famous people, even the rich, even the social animals. Parties, abagenda kuwataba ku parties, they are alone at some point in life. Thank you so much for being part of this, and if you have any questions, mubuuze wano, kubanga bw'otabuuza nze ngenda kuba nkusibula. Babi Hava Kisache Janat mbalabye wano, Leah Katongole bwe kuba gwe mulundi gwo gusosa kujja ku mukutu guno, Mariam Nakuja the ladies guide. Like and follow my Facebook page, you know, you need to go Mariam Nakuja the ladies guide, okubantu ofuna notification we're live every Friday at 5 p.m. Come rain, come sunshine, I am here to serve you. In case you're on YouTube channel, subscribe to this channel. If it's your first time to visit us, you're very welcome. This channel and this page is purely emotional happiness, nothing else. We don't joke from here. We don't post posious items. It is seriously educational. Whoever comes here should expect content at the end of the show. Valentine's Day, I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day, and I remind you, giving is love in action. Whoever is papa, I love you, but I'm not giving you, Mugambe, that is manipulation. That is narcissism. That is not the definition of love. Kansala yatugambe, love is give, giving is love in action. In case you want this book, if someone is asking, Aristo, Barara, Bale, Lira, Masaka, every area with the major bookshop, they have the ladies guide books. Mugende musome, njagala bwe tumalirako emyaka 5 kuva kati nga mwa explain love. But I love you, but I'm not giving them, that is narcissism. Oli mazi ocheja mangu ngomugamba ate katugamba banazi atwala budungu n'amazi amazi nga tegalimu jova wakalu nejolaga wakalu, emotional emptiness, and then you sign out when you're very sure that you're right about the decision, because decision making in love is the foundation of life. Don't linger around with useless relationships. Tolemera nnyo ku muntu kumala biseera bw'olaba nga tekikola takirimu emotionally, no matter how long you travel in that desert. The time will come when the water is not there in the desert and you have to move out. So you will have wasted your time. So, ladies guide Mariam Naguja, the ladies guide, your page. Let's meet next week on Friday to Tole Valentine's Day on. Should we talk about sexual intimacy? Yeah, kaja. Because sexual intimacy is part of emotional happiness. Without it, we are putting out emotions. But when you need to have sexual intimacy relationship, what is the true definition of the word love? Tusome love nga kosi babagamba love tebagisoma. Love teriyo simanya tibikyebe babalimba ababyo bagamba tebabisoma. Kati fa babisoma katubasomese. How do you love? How does sexually intimacy and love of it affect your emotional life and your love life? And even your productivity in the workplaces, especially when you're a woman. Tujja kuchogerako. So, tulabagane next week. Nansu Bugajena, mwebale Kagoya Sainat, my team, the ladies guide, ambassadors, tukwate ekintu nokola mpaka one step at a time till we reach our destination. Zilamo kubajukiza, loneliness, you are not alone. Loneliness is a state of mind. Loneliness is the choice you make. The choice is in your hands. God gave you the willpower to make choices. We are 7.8 billions in the whole world, 2020. And 7.8 billions, you cannot lack two people to relate with. Come on! 7.8 billions. And you say you are alone? Let's change our attitude toward loneliness. Let's change our attitudes towards people. And let's have a positive mind attitude towards people. I told you in our last show, when you learn to love people and to socialize, first, you're going to choose to love. So, Valentine's has given the second chance. Next week, Sunday, 14th February, surprising surprising because love is a gift. Give is love in action. That is that's not a joke. 16 years, good years, I've invested my life in looking for wisdom and I got it. So I'm giving it away. You are not alone. I'm lonely. Cultivate relationships which are out of your love. Yeah, romantic affair. Go in association. Join classes. Love strangers. Talk to anyone. Live. Because life is in social relationships you build. And that's where happiness is. Abana abasose mu class Valentine ya mwinjina woli wabelwa gwanga tobawandiika njagala abali mu Uganda abali eweru sina ngenye batuusako birabo bannange hampa. I want people who are around our community. Yes, katonde nabannange okusinje Farida mwaliberako aliza wende nje mwagale namwe temuba nabusungu buli wolyango se nga bagamba nti the second in life lies where was the kula because where is so sizize where is the mutwe so we choose. Life is about choice. So nice weekend, and we look forward to receiving orders for your gift hampers. Just hit my inbox on those numbers. You'll get a perfect. Don't forget, perfection is our value in the Ladies Guide. We deliver. Because that's not the training I went through. 16 years of investing to wait for this is such a long time. To I don't that. So I commit, I deliver. Mariam Nabuja, the latest page to go. Mariam Nabuja, YouTube channel, Ladies Guide, emotional happiness. Wish you a very nice weekend. Let's spread love. Let's live for love, and don't forget love. The word LOVE doesn't mean sexual intimacy. That's right. AC3X. It is just the icing sugar. The word love means love for all. Nature, human beings, your job, njakibajukiza. Bw'oba tokiina mutima n'omulimu ojja gukyawa. Bw'oba tokiina mutima toyina ojja kwagala ate era ojja kuba alone. So bw'oddamu okwogera ekigambo nti I am feeling lonely, yogera bw'oti I have failed to cultivate social relationships like friendships that can make me happy as I wait for my love about you. Singleness is not loneliness. Marriage does not lead you to a life without loneliness. Thank you so much, and see you some other time.